yeah. Hey, Tama. Oh, yeah. Hey, Tama.
Good morning, Falcons fans. My name is Patrick Seals, and welcome to the Week 7 NFL wrap-up, man. It is Wednesday morning, a.k.a. known as 10/26/1993, my birthday or whatnot. But we're going to talk about some football for a little minute, man, because all the games have been played for the past week, and let's talk about it. So we're going to start off with a personal favorite of mine, them Cardinals losing. No, I'm sorry, the Saints losing. That's right. Andy Dalton threw about 3 interceptions this game. And he threw 2 pick sixes, which is kind of beautiful. It was a snapshot of the guy diving over the end zone while Andy Dalton just looked all sad and whatnot. And I just love to see that, man. DeAndre Hopkins had 10 receptions for 103 yards, man. And it was beautiful to watch. The Cardinals beat the Saints, and the Saints lost. Andy Dalton is not the answer. Jameis Winston isn't the answer. Nobody's the answer for these Aints. The Cowboys beat the Lions. So the Cowboys won 24-6. The Cowboys defense is my defensive unit of the week because they play good football. The defense played good football. The defense had 5 sacks. They had 5 turnovers, 2 interceptions, 3 fumbles, and 5 tackles for losses. The defense had a lot of fantasy points in this game, and I hate it. I hate the Cowboys. I hate their defense. It's my defensive unit of the week, so I'm going to move on. The Titans played the Colts, where the Titans won 19-10, where Derrick Henry had 30 carries for 128 yards. He was averaging 4.3 yards a carry. And the Indianapolis Colts benched Matt Ryan. That's right, 7 games into the season, Matt Ryan has been benched, further validating the Falcons' reason for trading this guy off to another team for a 3rd-round pick, because obviously he is no longer capable of doing anything worthy in the NFL. He is benched, and we'll see where that goes from here. The Packers took on the Commodores, where the Commodores won 23-21. Tyler Heineke had 20 completions for 33 attempts. He had 201 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. The Packers lose again. They will not make the playoffs. There, I said it. The Buccaneers took on the Panthers, where the Panthers won 21-3. The Panthers held Tom Brady to no touchdowns and 3 points.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I love that. I absolutely love seeing Tom Brady get beat down and withered. He's on a 2-game losing streak. He hasn't won a game since he asked the reps to help him win when he played the Falcons. Lesson learned, Mr. Brady. The Giants took on the Jaguars, where the Giants won 23-17. Saquon Barkley had 24 carries for 110 yards rushing, and he was averaging 4.6 yards a carry. The Giants are winning. This is surprising. Daniel Jones is not a good quarterback, but the Giants are winning. So Giants fans have all the reason to brag right now up until they face the Eagles. The Browns took on the Ravens, where the Ravens won 23-20. The Ravens defense had 5 sacks, 5 tackles for losses, and 2 fumbles, man. They were close to winning my defensive unit of the week, but the Cowboys ultimately had way more stats than this. The Jets took on the Broncos, where the Jets won 16-9, and the Broncos were without Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson was injured with a shoulder injury, and the Broncos continue to put up these sorry numbers. These are some of the worst numbers I've ever seen. They didn't even score a touchdown. And what has it been, like 3 weeks since they scored a touchdown? That's terrible. That's terrible. Texans versus the Raiders, where the Raiders won 38-20. Josh Jacobs had 20 carries for 143 yards rushing. He was averaging 7.2 yards a carry. He had 3 touchdowns. Devontae Adams had 8 receptions for 95 yards. The Raiders
Train coming, full speed, and not stopping this.
steamrolled over the Texans. The Seahawks took on the Chargers, where the Seahawks won 37-23. Kenneth Walker III had 23 carries for 168 yards rushing. He was averaging 7.3 yards a carry and 2 touchdowns, man. This dude, Kenneth Walker III, balled out. The Seahawks are leading their division out in the NFC West, which is surprising because the Atlanta Falcons beat them, and I didn't think they were going to be good in the division with the Rams and the 49ers. The Chiefs took on the 49ers. Speaking of the 49ers, where the Chiefs won 44-23 in the Super Bowl rematch, where Pat Mahomes, who is my offensive player of the week, had 25 completions for 34 attempts. He had 423 yards passing, and he had 3 touchdowns. He had a QBR rating of 90.1, and he had 1 interception, which contribute to that low number. Juju Smith-Schuster had 7 receptions for 124 yards and 1 touchdown, man. The Pat Mahomes show is back in full effect after that loss to the Bills last week. And I'm telling my cousin Jakarta Seals, the Bills have to worry about the Chiefs. The Chiefs they're legit. They're the only team that can really withstand that offense because their defense has come back. But Pat Mahomes is to be feared. The Steelers took on the Dolphins, where the Dolphins won 16-10. The Dolphins defense had 2 sacks, 4 tackle for losses, and 3 interceptions. This is the game where Tua made his incredible triumphant return, and he won. The Bears took on the Patriots, where the Bears won 33-14. Well, I'm surprised that the Bears won this game, with Bill Belichick known for taking away the top offensive threat on any team, and the Bears put up 33 points, even though Justin Fields didn't contribute too much to this. The Bears defense had 1 fumble, 3 interceptions, and 1 sack, man. The Bears defense, you have to remember, Mac Jones is injured. He's still recovering from his injury. He played and whatnot, but I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Justin Fields, he hasn't been playing good. He has been on the other side of my defensive unit of the week. Last week, it was the Commodores, where they beat him up and down. And this week, he got a W out in New England, which is not a hard place, which is not an easy place to win. Now, on to the division leaders. The Bills still lead the AFC East, the Ravens lead the North, the Titans lead the South, and the Chiefs lead the West. In the NFC, the Eagles still lead the East, the Vikings lead the North, the Buccaneers lead the South, and the Seahawks lead the West. My team lost this week, so I wasn't feeling too good about that. It is what it is. Go check that video out and we'll see how I feel. My name is Patrick Shields, man. Y'all like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know how y'all feel about these games this week, man. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.
Hoodie.